Hey, what's up, guys? This is Timo here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. It's been a while since I was able to make a video. Been extremely busy, but I have some time now, and so I thought I would make a quick video. And the one hero I wanted to talk about today is one that has gotten a lot of attention recently, and that is Vepris. The reason why Vepris has sort of gotten this attention is because of her ability to perform really well against a crowd of enemies, especially in Arena, due to her ability to inflict Assassin's Mark on all enemies, and there's a chance that she could inflict a second time. And on top of that, she gains mana whenever she inflicts a negative status. So depending on your loadout, you could actually give yourself more chances of getting 100 mana every time you activate her skill and just constantly load up on Assassin's Mark against your opponents and take him out really quickly. So if you take a look at my loadout here, this is just an example of just kind of playing around. Basically, I wanted to try and get her to activate her skill as quickly as possible. So that's why I have charger set here. But generally, you just want to have accuracy. Okay, you want accuracy. You may want to consider putting on mana gain, and you want to try and get some speed in her as well. You want her to go fast. You want her to be able to activate her skills quickly. But you also want to balance a little bit so that she is not too squishy. So if you take a look at the health of my unit right now, she's only at 19,000. What we're going to do is we're going to go and jump into an arena, and it's you have to be a little bit careful here, because if you aren't careful, you might actually end up losing her really quickly because she has very low health. Alright, so let's take a look and see. We're just going to jump into a fight here, and I'm going to be using this loadout here. So I have Vepris to activate as soon as I start the fight. Morena is going to be my AoE damage dealer to set off all of the Assassin's Mark, and Taiko-san to do the same thing and also give me a little bit more stun. In addition to that, Morena is going to help me get rid of the immunity and hopefully turn the fight in our favor. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So you can see right now, okay, I have to deal with immunity to begin with, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Morena to try and clear out the immunity, and I was able to do that, and we can freeze. We were able to freeze Street Box, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and activate Vepris and see if we can actually land. We were so close. We were short by 2. So if I were able to land the Assassin's Mark on Najar here, then I would actually be able to get to 100%. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see, we might as well try and take out Inula here, and let's activate this, and let's do that. Okay, and so you can see with this, I was able to, take out quite a bit of health here, and with this having 5 turns, okay, if there's nothing they have on their team that can dispel, I can just keep loading this up and then wait for when I'm able to activate my skill to detonate them all. And I'm gonna use Vepris one more time here. And you can see I'm basically loading up completely on Assassin's Mark at this point. All right, and so the next time I deal damage to them, they are going to be in big trouble. All right, and so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and so we can take out Inula so she can't actually do anything. Mrs. Claus does give herself some. She does take out immunity herself, so then that does help her there. But now what we're going to do is we're going to just use Taiko-san. We can use either Taiko-san or Morena here. We'll use Taiko-san for now just because I haven't shown you that just yet. So let's go ahead and use that. And so you can see we've basically taken out almost all of the health of all of our enemies, and I can just use Morena again to deal additional damage there. And basically just kind of keep going with this. All right, and so we're gonna go ahead and one more time use Morena here. Now with fewer enemies, you're going to have a slower buildup of the Assassin's Mark, but that's okay. for the mana anyways, but you know, you're still going to be able to land two Assassin's Mark, up to two Assassin's Mark on your opponents, and you can just kind of make short work of your enemies this way. So we're going to go ahead and activate this. Now dragons don't actually activate the Assassin's Mark, but any attack will do, right? And so you can see how we were able to load up Assassin's Mark and actually took out our opponent with relative ease. All right, so let's take another one. Let's go ahead and see here again. Now we're gonna go up against this opponent here, and it's likely that I might lose just because there's Raphael in the team, and there is also Tycho here who will do, you know, I'm expecting that they're going to all be charged. Okay, and so what that means is even if I were to bring in somebody like Raven, I'm probably not going to have much luck in winning this one with Vepris, because she is extremely low health. All right, but we'll see. So you can see here, I expected this. So you can see that there is going to be Cyrus, who is going to, Cyrus will be the one that basically cleanses all of my defense, right? All of my immunity gets taken out, and now I don't have Vepris, right? I already lost Vepris in the beginning, and I'm already in a downhill fight at this point, and so this is going to be I might end up chalking this up to a loss, but we'll see. We're going to try our best anyway, because we're going to do our best, okay? And so let's see here. We can at least take out one unit here, and then we will use we will go ahead and try and freeze again. So like, this is where I couldn't bring in Tycho to actually try and stun them for 2 turns. And right now my main goal is to make sure that I prevent Raphael from getting his skill going, as well as Streetbach, right? So if they get their skill off, then I'm definitely going to be losing here. And so it's probably not going to make a difference at this point, because we are going to get stunned by Tycho, right? So Tycho is going to I guess we will have to make sure. I thought that I would actually lose here, but we're gonna go ahead and try to stun them one more time. Okay, so let's go ahead and stun them one last time. Okay, so that's actually good, and we might just want to try and focus on Sarita here. Maybe we can just take her out. And then let's see, so we want to make sure that we can also activate Marina one more time. Okay, let's go ahead and activate Marina one more time. Good, we can get another freeze in there. So this is going to be really a battle of you know, whether or not I can outstun them and sort of last longer. And so we're going to do this one more time. Good. Now that I'm able to take out Raphael, I have a fighting chance now. In fact, I think this should be okay unless I completely screw things up. So let's go ahead and give this a go again. And so what's good is we're not going to get stunned, right? So we're not going to get stunned from Tycho. He's just going to damage us. But we can actually get rid of a lot of these negative stats using Sigil. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and finish this off now. We should be good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this fight. All right, so I initially was hoping to showcase how Vepris would do against, you know, some tougher opponents, but what I ended up showing is that it's a very double-edged sword. Depending on how you build her, she could be extremely weak, and if she is your primary sort of like go-to for dealing damage and she gets taken out early, then you're going to have a very hard time. Like I did, I actually had to fight really hard to win this fight here, but I managed to do so. So let's go ahead and try a different setup now and see how this goes, and then I'll give you my recommendations for how you should load her up and what I think about the hero. All right, let's start trying out different things, and let's try one more time. And this time, instead of putting in Tycho, not everybody gets Tycho, we can try putting in Premislav, who is also an area of effect damage dealer. And because he's a red hero, there's going to be synergy with Vepris as well. Let's go and give it a shot and see how this turns out. So we will have to see, because I am using, I'm using a different set of heroes right now, but we're gonna go ahead and freeze them first, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple of skills to go first. So let's go ahead and activate Vepris. So one more time, I'm using a hope set, which gives me 25% chance of landing, getting 50 mana. So let's see if we can get that, because if we can get 50 mana, then that will actually allow me to go again. But I haven't seen that just yet, so let's just keep going here, and I want to see if I can load up our opponents with as much of the Assassin's Mark as we can before we activate the skills for Premislav. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and activate one more time. So yeah, so you can see that it just really doesn't land that often, right? But we're able to deal some good damage there, and let's go ahead and see if we could. I think what we'll do is we'll take out. We'll probably go ahead and take out Akuma at this point. He's going to revive. And then we will simply take away his immunity using Marina's skill. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll do that. And now we need to we need to actually attack someone other than Akuma. Okay. So let's go ahead and try and land this one more time. Again, our goal is to try and see if we can get 100. So there you go. First time, finally, we managed to do it. The third time's a charm. Can we do this one more time? No, but that was 3 times in a row we were able to activate. So this is where the hope set actually came in handy here. Even though I wasn't able to land 2 per hero, we did actually get that 50 extra mana twice in a row, so we're able to activate 3 times. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and see how many of these opponents we take out. 4 at once. Okay, so we basically took out everybody except for Helica there, and with one last hit, we were able to come away victorious. So that was actually a really exciting end to this fight. So hope set doesn't always work, but when it does, and especially when it comes in waves, it is actually pretty exciting. So anyways, that is going to be my last fight in Arena, and I'm just going to say I think that she is pretty cool. If you can build a good team around her so that she can survive, I think that's going to be she's going to be pretty strong. You need to make sure that you do get yourself a area of attack hero. Okay, get yourself a cleanser so that you can clear away all of the negative, all of the positive stats on their side, and enjoy, have fun, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next episode. Bye now.